Well, the governor today had a lot of strong feelings about this, but he wasn't able to offer a lot of details. However, here's what we have learned. This is a 5-member bipartisan panel. Officials say there will be public meetings that people can attend or watch, and there will be other ways for members of the public to weigh in. We also learned today that there is bipartisan opposition.
The only point that I have, and I have long felt this, and I'm not moving on it, is if you have other states that are deciding whether or not they have fair maps, then so will Maryland.
The state of Maryland, the latest battleground in the national redistricting wars, and Democratic Governor Wes Moore is leading the charge.
And so I do think it's important that we consistently work to make sure that the maps that we have and that we're voting on next November are fair.
Shortly after announcing he created a mid-cycle redistricting advisory commission to look into redrawing the lines around our state's 8 congressional districts, he told reporters at the State House that's what people are calling for. Republicans in the state Senate blasted the move as an insulting, hypocritical, partisan power grab. We spoke to Senate Minority Leader Steve Hershey over Zoom.
This governor's jumping into doing something that, again, most Marylanders feel is unnecessary and unwanted.
This isn't the standard. This isn't the way it's usually done. It's usually done to coincide with the census. Is this a slippery slope to start heading down?
Of course it is. And that's why, again, people don't like it. Members of Congress run every 2 years. So could you be doing this every single time that an election is about to occur?
The opposition is bipartisan. In a statement to WBAL TV 11, Democratic State Senate President Bill Ferguson expressing concern. This is an unbalanced risk-reward calculation, he said in a statement, that could unintentionally give Donald Trump another 1 or 2 of Maryland's congressional seats.
I've heard his concerns, and I just disagree.
The governor did confirm he has a meeting scheduled with the Senate president sometime this week. He didn't offer details on that, but he did say he absolutely has the authority to call a special session. Reporting live from the State House tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.